Joining the ranks of the ever-expanding Epiphone artist roster, with simplicity very much at the centre of its mission. Let's check out the brand new Epiphone Youngblood SG Jr. Epiphone have really been knocking it out the park recently with their artist models. You just need to look at a previous review that we did of the Epiphone ES355 Shinichi Ubekata signature model to just see kind of the effort that they are putting into these guitars these days. I mean, if it's any sort of endorsement, I did end up actually buying that guitar that I did a review of as well, which I'm right into it, but don't let that skew your opinion of what these new Epiphones are, because this brand new model that is joining the ranks carries the name of English rocker Youngblood, which, I mean, looking at this guitar, there's really not much to kind of talk about with it, because I think in essence with this, and very much kind of part of Youngblood's idea with this guitar as well, was just keep it as simple as possible, just so that you can really just get what you need out of it. So whether that be riffs, whether that be chords, this guitar can really handle it all. This particular guitar is based off of a Gibson SG Junior that he's got, which just looks really cool. That kind of, you know, classic white sort of finish on it, especially with the black guard and the black pickup cover there as well, I think just looks really awesome. All the links for this particular guitar will be in the description below, along with the equipment that we are using today if you are interested at all. So let's just dive right in and see how that single Dog Ear P90 sounds like. That's kind of the main event with this guitar here. You heard what it was like in the intro with a little bit of crunch and distortion on it as well, but let's just hear how this handles on a little bit of a clean signal. And that single P90 pickup there that's kind of one of the things with this guitar I think some people may get slightly sort of put off by, which if our good buddy of the shop, Jared James Nichols, is anything to learn from, certainly, he's a big fan, his actual Epiphone signature model, the Old Glory and the Gold Glory, so Les Paul with a single P90 just in the bridge there. But one thing that he loves to demonstrate is the sort of range you can get from just this pickup here. So you heard what it was like, obviously, just on the, everything was full on that there. I had a little bit of reverb and a little bit of delay on. But if we start incorporating the tone knob into there, and actually the volume knob as well, you can really start to kind of get a little bit more out of that. So if I even just reduce that just by a little bit there as well, we're going to start getting kind of a, like, almost kind of a neck pickup sort of quality out of it. And then where it really kind of obviously starts to shine a bit more with the volume there is obviously if we kind of like stick it on a bit of a crunch tone there. Even just by reducing that, just by a couple of just notches there, you're kind of like, you're able to control just the dynamics of the guitar just that little bit more. Especially if we stick it on like a full-blown gain here as well, you'll really kind of start to see how these controls can quite drastically change the sound of this guitar. And that was one thing I was quite surprised by with it as well, is just like, you heard there kind of when I dug in with the kind of pan mutes right at the end, you know. It's a really chunky guitar. It sounds like really quite full and quite in your face, you know, considering a P90 is technically a single coil, you know, having that sort of just kind of low-end punch to it as well, without it being too muddy, I think is one of the really, really cool things about this guitar. And you know, it's, I think kind of one of the main points, certainly, you know, Youngblood's guitar that is based on, it's exactly the same as this in terms of the one P90. It's a mahogany body with that really comfy C-shaped neck on it as well. But I think what probably Youngblood's going for is, and again to reference Jerry James Nichols, again, what he loves, JJN that is, about having a single P90 in there, is it just kind of eliminates you having to like, oh yeah, cool, right, oh, I need this pickup for this sound, I need this pickup for this sound. It just sort of makes you go, right, that's all I've got. Let's use my volume, let's use my tone, or let's just keep them all at full and just go for it. You know, that's kind of one of the things. And with like one pickup guitars, certainly just, there's, you know, nothing's getting in the way. It's just you and playing it. So that's what I'm going to do just now. I'm just going to play a little bit more and just let you see exactly a little bit, kind of bit more what this guitar can do. honesty, that's kind of it when it comes to the Youngblood Signature SG. One of the cool things it does come with as well is it obviously does come with a hard case, with this being an artist signature model, which has this very, very cool pink inlay there. You can see it just in the corner of the camera. Comes with a Youngblood sticker as well if you do want to show your allegiance to him. But I guess for anyone who maybe isn't particularly keen on maybe him as an artist, then you'll be happy to know that this guitar doesn't actually have his name on it anywhere. It's not there. It's just a really, really well put together SG as well. So by all means, if you want to keep that a secret from your friends, then it doesn't need to be so obvious. But let us know what you think about the brand new Epiphone Youngblood Signature in the comments down below. And if you have liked the video at all, we really appreciate a like and a subscribe if you want to keep up with the news here at GGHQ. But until next time, I've been Kieran, and this has been a very quick look at the Epiphone SG Junior Youngblood Signature in Classic White. Have a great day.